Welcome back to another episode of Solare. We are finally back with Team Veerity, although they are no longer in Veerity. So yeah, this is session 24 on my side. Yeah, so let's get to it. Previously, Team Veerity left Soul Edge after the falling out between Onipam and Ricard, now Emil. Onipam, along with Lilith, God, we're starting off strong. Onipam, along with Lilith, met with the head bishop of the Church of Soul to explain what they know of the situation and of their party members. Meanwhile, Silmanor, Emil, and Sina escaped the city and spent the night out in the woods. Here in the woods, Emil attuned to his sword fragment, and he was able to get a general idea of where the other half of the sword could be. The split party then made their way out of Veerity and back to Eden. In Eden, they met with Mallory, who listened to both sides of the story before making a verdict. Ultimately, it was decided that if Mallory is to believe what Emil says is true, he would like to know firsthand. There, they decided they would travel into Stargrim in an attempt to find the body of Amelia Stargrim and confirm if what Emil claims about her good nature, as well as her status on living, to be true. In the meantime, Mallory said that they would leave in roughly a week, and currently it is the 7th of Nieves, the third month in the Solare calendar. So, I leave it to you guys on what really you want to do for the week. First and foremost, I guess we could start off with your quest reward, though. Because you technically did finish the quest. But meeting with Mallory once again, you find out that Veerity was very unwilling to pay after the debacle with the prisoners and not being able to actually return them, as well as causing havoc in other spots in Veerity along the way. So Mallory has graciously decided to pay you in their stead, and you guys each get 600 gold per person.
Ooh. Imagine being butthurt that we didn't give back prisoners when we said that that we had no prisoners left to get back, and they said that if we could give them back, and then
Listen,
butthurt
I
about
think they just hated us like instantly.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's Veerity for you.
Did we
That
ever
was about-
say? Oh, go ahead, Toby.
That's about when Onipam stopped taking notes. Was after we had like met the guy and like everyone talked to him and stuff, and it was just like, man, this place is weird. And then it like ended there.
Did we ever say where in Stargrim we were going?
I don't think you specified.
Onipam does have something about that. We are looking for some guy that works in a tavern that Emil has met. It doesn't make any sense to me why the
Right.
guildmaster wants to meet them, but maybe good drinks.
And
There you go.
Emil, remind me,
Maybe good drinks.
Emil, remind me, you were from Restikar?
That's what I'm checking, but I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Okay. I couldn't remember if
know-
it was Restikar or Dragon.
Emil is from
it's been a-
Restikar, but
Yeah,
the
that's what I
tavern
thought.
was in Dregan.
Okay,
There you go.
makes sense. So yeah, you guys would be heading to Dragon, which was the capital.
Oh boy.
And no other like specific details were kind of decided on yet. But basically, what you heard from Mallory is, you guys would leave in roughly a week. and you would just get to the edge of the forest. Mallory would not be traveling with you guys, but he would meet you there before you guys headed into Sargrim.
Oh no, that's so far away.
So yeah, I leave it to you guys on if there's anything specific you would like to do during the week.
Probably. I have all my stuff for the necklace of prayer beads. The craft, so I'll probably get working on that.
Oh, I should mention you guys have 18 blocks to spend for downtime.
Alright,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
note that.
Also, question. Since, this seems like a more whole put together map than the fragmented one we looked at last time.
Oh, yeah. Where's it
Would
pointing?
Would you say that it's at about this angle?
Along there somewhere, yeah.
Okay.
So, southwest.
I mean,
But that's what you'd say.
everything from there is kind of southwest. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's in that direction. Southwest.
We would say this is a pretty accurate line of when I pointed it.
Yeah, from
yeah, I hesitate to say like exactly, but roughly sure.
I think that's good enough.
You gave me a dowsing rod. I'm putting it to use.
Okay. So that at some point I'm gonna find a meal.
well, that's
And,
easy to find. Just go to a restaurant.
I'll see if I can find him, and if I do, I'll ask like.
Well, first, Emil, would you want to be found? I guess.
I'm not hiding.
Okay. Just checking. Didn't know if you wanted some alone time or anything like that.
New body. Who's this?
Oh, I guess you can unpause the game there.
So, anything we can expect? Well, anything we should know before we go into Dragon? Anything that's specifically dangerous or unusual?
Well, I'll say Drigan itself. Would they say there's particularly anything dangerous about Drigan itself?
I don't know. That'd probably
Just the
be a better
quality of the
question for
people.
Ethan.
Just the quality of the people?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, just be wary of the people. But going into Sargrim, the forest is not the most pleasant place.
Well, the name at least suggests that. So, at the very least, we won't be in there for long. It's quite a bit thinner than the Rainbow Woods we went through. But I guess if we just keep our head down and watch our pockets, we should be fine. As far as Dragon's considered.
How much downtime do we have?
18 blocks, they said.
Okay.
These. This tavern.
This could be a run for this offense as
He's
well.
a longtime friend of yours or an acquaintance?
I met him in passing when I was going around Drigan.
How much stock should we put in? Well, guess a better thing is to ask would be, how much info can we trust to this guy?
From
At least about the
What I-
sword.
well, I say I didn't get much. I didn't get information about the sword from him, but he did seem to know Amelia and things about her.
Okay. Just want to make sure I know who we can lay our cards out in front of and who we can't.
Regardless, you should probably be wary in general.
Hmm. Appreciate the advice.
Of course.
If you need me, I'll be perusing the library of the School of Divinity, or School of Divine, I think it's what it's called.
Will do.
Right.
I guess this isn't that, but after that, let's say probably place want to check out. It would be the magic item shop.
Oh, yeah. Sure thing. It is a new month, so new items.
There's been more than a new month.
New month in game.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
Monthly refresh.
There you go. There's the items for this month. 5 health potions, uncommon potion of magic rejuvenation, boots of the winterlands, dust of disappearance, 3 cloaks of billowing, and 2 spell scrolls of bane, and an illuminator's tattoo.
You can get a tattoo from the guild? That's wild. However, those capes of bellowing, though, I'm buying those. Actually, you know what? I was gonna have Onipam check the like guild store anyways, just to be like, oh, let's make things a little harder. But you actually had it ready. But I guess if like, are you actually heading over to that, Eric, or like an actual magic shop?
No, the guild one.
Oh, Onipam's gonna see you approaching, like looking at the cloak of bellowing, see you, and then just kind of like flutter away.
Well,
I'm looking at our Discord channel. We haven't updated this in over a year. The
Mhm.
last time the shop got updated was last September.
yeah. Holy fuck.
Oh god.
We've been away from home that long? That's crazy.
Man, it's been only a month, but it's felt like years.
Oh my gosh.
So what does So I'm guessing the uncommon potion of magic rejuvenation basically gives back spell slots.
I think so.
Yes.
I had Ethan do this, but yeah.
Gives back your first
Alright.
level spell slot.
Alright.
Mm.
And what's the illuminator's tattoo do?
You can make invisible ink, I think, something like that.
Hmm.
Like once a day, your finger writes with invisible ink.
Okay.
Imagine how messy that'll be if you accidentally do it and you're like, ah, shit. And then someone takes a black light to you and you're just covered in this shit. Dust of disappearance.
It's like the boots of Winterland, like before Emil showed up. Onipam's looking at it like, man, if only these things were around before we went to the cold place. Now I know how cold it is there.
I'll buy 3 of the health potions.
Okay.
I'll buy the potion of magic rejuvenation.
All right.
That doesn't have a price on there. How much is that?
Oh.
Oh, whoops. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
It's just a standard potion of healing.
Yes.
Should be.
Alright.
You have a couple things that I want to do.
Sure.
I would like to go to the Artificers Centrifuge area and look for the person who's making a magic item for me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Right. Holy.
Remind me what you were making again.
A cloak of protection.
Okay. I don't remember when you had that commission, but I'm.
It was the
Just- it would-
beginning of the campaign.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
it's probably done by now.
It was the
Literally.
beginning of the campaign.
Yeah. Yeah, it's most certainly done by now. I would expect.
Fuck yeah.
Did you have everything for that, or you were just waiting this whole time?
I was just waiting for this entire time.
Got a
But
down
some,
payment on it.
Yeah.
I already paid beforehand, and it was just like I've been waiting this entire time for it to be done. But a lot of things are just like, go now, do this. I'm just like, well,
Mhm.
shit, I never have time to go there now.
It's just
Matt,
bought,
it's
bought off.
225.
What? 25?
So
225.
225, I was gonna say. Okay.
Up a bit.
I'm like, 18 blocks. I feel like I have enough time to just casually go up there and be like, hey, can I have my cloak now?
Yes, you can have your Coke.
Woo!
You'll like stop in to the shop and this guy would be like, "Oh hey, I remember you. It's been a while. I thought you would come grab this a lot sooner."
Yeah, I would have thought too, but certain things happen, you know, had to go back to Veerity, and here we are now. At least I get to acquire my gear.
Well, we've certainly kept it safe here. So here you go.
Well, thank you for your patronage, and I'll also hand him like 10 gold as a tip.
Okie dokie. Pleasure doing
We're keeping
business.
it safe.
Oh, absolutely. Please stop in anytime.
And I will. And I will leave, and then I have another place I have to stop by.
All right.
And
Where are we going this time?
I'm going to Eden Avery Armor and Weapons to meet a dwarf blacksmith, Gennard.
Okay. What are you wanting to do here?
I'm actually gonna get some metal scraps and leather scraps for me to create on the road.
Okay.
It's a longer project, which I get to start now because of I have became level 6, so I get to start working on armor shit. Woo.
Oh.
There you go.
So,
Uh,
on that point, all crafting materials are now just flat crafting materials. So, you don't need to specify out metal and leather.
Oh. Do I still need like the proficiencies then?
What?
Like I would still be required to have leatherworking and smithing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
just the actual materials that you use are the just crafter supplies.
Okay. I will put 500 gold in for crafting supplies. Then I will also attune to my cloak of protection. I should just mention that. So, but other than that, I should be fine for now.
Yeah. I don't think there's any real like process you need to go through with that, but you can attune to it pretty easily.
Let's go. Cloak of protection, AC of 19.
I want to take a peek at the rules for tags as well now. It's
I also
likely
did
changed.
change up. Yeah,
Yeah, no, tags have definitely changed a bit.
yeah, I already changed the tag that was on my Scrim Helm because it's no longer crits on a 19, so I guess replace it with another tier 1 tag, which is parrying.
Mm-hmm. The notable thing right now is that you need to have access to a crafting workstation for half of the time.
Here.
I mean, it still should be fine. It's
Yeah.
it's a project I'm going to be working on for a long period of time anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. And you can
So,
like rent a forge in Eden or something like that. That's
exactly.
fine. But just want to make sure you're aware of that rule. You don't want to get your hopes of working on something on the road dashed while you're actually on the road.
Like, how I pictured it is the parts that I'm going to be working on are just the parts I can just sew, so. It's
Yeah,
not going
right.
to do too much.
You can do half of it on the road and then come back and do the other half, or vice versa. Easy enough.
Yeah.
Would the necklace of prayer beads fall under like what a jeweler's tools do? I'm looking at the list of item types for each tool proficiency. I'm not seeing anything that perfectly lines up.
That probably sounds right. Yeah, I think a jeweler's toolkit would probably be most closely aligned.
Oh yeah, because the beads are gems. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Asking around the party to see if anyone has those kind of tool proficiencies.
I do.
Would you have any time to spare on crafting? I could give you the materials and for it.
That is what I'm figuring out because I'm looking at things I can do during downtime. But because how much time does it require?
It's rare, so that would be. Wait, no, that's research. Where's the crafting time? 6 blocks.
6 blocks. Okay. The answer's probably, but I'm just looking at stuff.
I want to risk that. 1, 2, 3.
Or wait, no. I already have the item. I was looking at crafting base items. It's actually 12.
It's 12.
Where do you see that? Crafting base items?
Crafting base items is above harvesting regions.
Well,
It's
which PDF is it?
It's magical miscellany.
Ah, okay.
It should be under the part that says materials in crafting magic items.
Yeah, I see.
Though the stage I'm at is crafting the actual item. Though
Yeah.
I think we'll have to figure out eventually how many magic beads I'm gonna get from this, because that's not specified in the crafting process. It's something specific to the necklace of prayer beads. It's 1d4 plus 2 beads, and then DM decides or rolls the d20 for each of those prayer beads to see which one that is.
By the way, you do have to have a workstation for the entirety of the crafting process here.
Hmm. Oh, and is that something
It's something you can rent.
that we can rent? Okay. How much? Ooh.
Well, now I also have a question for the DMs.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing that I'm crafting is plate mail. And it would be technically a base item that's common, but it's just like, how long, with it being me crafting it, it would also reduce the gold value by like a half. So how much material should I be using?
JR, real quick, I would just look over like the armor stuff and the armor tags for that, because you might not be able to wear plate mail.
There is a way. I literally can't wear it as soon as I make it, but then I have to put a tag on it immediately. Then I should be able to wear it.
Because I'm pretty sure, like the tag requirement lowers the strength requirement by 2. That's what I'm saying. I'm guessing you're probably not going to be able to.
And regardless, it's something I'm going to be working on for a long period of time. So it's just like, you know, ability score improvements. As soon as that happens, I could
No,
put it into strengths afterwards.
I know, but because what your strength is 8 right now,
Mm-hmm.
you would have to get up to 16.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why I'm saying you, because yeah, the mithril thing now is strength requirement, if any, is reduced by 2. So the strength requirement for plate mail is 18, so it would go down to 16. If you were doing it for half plate, that's more feasible
Yeah, you don't
because
need 12.
it's 12, and then if you got the mithril tag, it would bring it down to 10.
Yeah. Well, either way, it's still all of the figuring out how much it would actually cost.
man, I applaud all you guys though, having these plans and stuff. I'm like relearning my character.
Oh, Toby, I'm figuring out what I'm doing during all this downtime.
It's just getting things in motion as fast as possible. I'd like to figure out how long it would, well, how much it would be to rent a station for 12 blocks.
Mm,
5 gold a block.
5 gold a block. Okay.
yeah, so what is that? Like
So
60 gold?
60 gold, and there's a chance it might take more based on successes or failures.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can
Like you
I can
keep
basically-
working and then you like fail it and they're like walking over and you just like give them the goal. It's like, no, one more try. Come on.
So yeah,
I'm not ready.
maybe what I could do is I could give Emil like 100 gold to spend on like renting that, just in case things take longer than usual. If Emil is gonna craft it, that's that still has to be figured out.
Question is, am I getting anything in return?
Hey,
I'm
come on,
wavering
Solmanor.
support.
Come on, Solmanor. This is for you.
is love and affection.
I can. Trying to think. Is there? First of all, is there anything you want in particular? Because I can give you gold, of course, for your services, but
Yeah, I was like, that's the easy thing, and I was like, because I was like, and it's not like trying to just take literal things that you have from you.
mhm.
I was like,
Is there? I am proficient in a number of skills. If there's any skill that you want to train, I can help you with that going forward.
I'm real because of how the training, because we had stuff for training before. I'm pretty sure I'm maxed out on skills I can train.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I need to look at that again because Onipam might be as well. Onipam's done a lot.
How much gold would you render for your services?
I mean, I say honestly, whatever you're willing to give me.
I'll say. Does 350 sound fair?
Yeah, that sounds good.
3, 4.
Gotta look for rules of stuff of crafting.
And when you're done crafting, you can say how many blocks it took so that I can see how much to deduct for the rent.
Yeah.
DMs, how do we want to do the prayer bead stuff with the amount and the what type? Is it going to be something I'm rolling? Is it something you're going to be rolling? Which parts? Like I'll send you both the link of it if you
Yeah.
have it pulled up.
That would be helpful. $1d4 plus 2 magic beads made from aquamarine, black pearl, or topaz.
What about a Venturi?
I was thinking the same. Like it's never him.
Why would it be?
Tragic
Oh,
backstory.
you have played instead.
I'm thinking I will let you roll your d4 for the number of beads. As far as which kinds, I guess we can talk about that some more.
Okay.
So I mean,
I'll
you can do
wait
that
till
now if
it's
you'd like.
Oh yeah, like, I guess I can do it now if it's a foregone conclusion that it's gonna get done. But I don't know if we have the luxury of that. I don't think it's. Do you think it's reasonable to think that that in the 18 blocks that Emil will be able to do it?
We'll find out.
Yeah. So maybe we can hold on that thought then.
Okay. Yeah, I guess then should it get done, that's when you can roll.
Okay.
But yeah, I will let you roll number. Ethan, what do you think about deciding which beads?
You can just do it after session.
Okay.
I guess. All right.
Quick question. So for when I'm rolling it, is it literally just the ability score modifier? Or do I add proficiency with it also because of the tool?
Do you have proficiency with jeweler's tools?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I think you would add that.
All right.
Okay. I will use what? 16 out of the 17 blocks that we have for starting that process. So 16 renting my man's forge out. How much is that going to cost me?
Well, are you adding tags?
No, I'm not. It's just making the item.
You're for making the half plate?
Yeah, just making the half plate.
Okay. So to make a mundane item, you don't need a workstation.
Oh.
But if you do, you get double blocks.
Oh. Oh. Okay. So instead of 16, I can double it by making it by working at the workstation.
Yes. And that would probably also just be
Sick.
5 per block.
5 gold per block.
Yep.
Okay. Sure, we'll do that. Well,
There you go.
damn, that's gonna be expensive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Oh, I could also cast Enhance Ability on Emil. That lasts for 1 hour.
I already have advantage. With
Oh,
it.
you already do? Okay.
Yeah, because I have proficiency in Arcana.
Alright, cool.
I mean, not. Well, I already said 16, so we'll just go with 16. I have 2 blocks left.
All right, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
I have succeeded. It took 17 blocks.
Alright.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
You do what you gotta do.
Jesus Christ.
Woo!
Most of the time when I succeeded, it was like, oh yeah, no, definitely succeeded. And when I failed, it was like not even close.
Alright, cool.
Classic.
Alright, It's like as the kind of, as the couple last days of our downtime stretches to a close, it's like Summoner starts to sweat a bit. And then it's just like, I appreciate it. If you figure out anything else in the future that I can help you with, aside from this sum of gold here, let me know.
Appreciated.
And now I'll, come on, 4. Come on. Just don't be a 1. That's all I'm asking. A 3! Alright, that's cool. That's cool.
So you'll have 5 beads, right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oni Pam just like during the time, kind of like taking glimpses of like, you know, Lilith and the Forge doing stuff, like seeing Somanor going over to Emil, and then like Oni Pam looks at like her stuff, it's like, man, I can't do anything with this.
Well,
And
is there anything else Oni Pam would like to do?
Well, other than buying a few little Onipam things, probably going over to Stacy's stationery to get some more paper, some more ink, just to kind of get some more additions added to her little notebook that she has. And probably not reset the paper. Though, looking at it, we're 3 out of 10. It's not like we use it too much. But I think Onipam will just kind of get those little bits of things so we can get going back on the journal.
I returned the magical rejuvenation potion because I no longer can pay for it.
Oh my gosh.
I did give you rules in the papers, right?
You did give me rules on the papers, and that's why, like, I thought about maybe getting it cleaned or reset, but it's not like it's going to get capped unless Onipem starts spamming someone messages. It's pretty good right now, but that could happen with this journey. Yeah, I just don't know. But
Did you
Ethan,
all
if you
get
can
paid?
find that. Huh?
Did you get paid yet?
Yeah, I
Okay.
gave him it at the beginning.
Okay, I was getting water for that. Just making sure.
But if you can find
Just 'cause I
the
think it'd be
link
hilarious
rules,
if someone has to return the potion and it's like, oh, now you get paid. Now I can get the potion again.
bruh.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I'll spin it.
yeah, thank you.
there you go.
For the last 2 blocks, I got something.
Hey,
I can do them both in the same area if you want me to do it.
For the last 2 blocks,
Yeah, the last 2 blocks
Some-
that I have.
something different than what you were doing.
Yep.
Sure. What would you like to do?
I would like to visit the graveyard.
Graveyard. Okay.
One.
We can
has-
move over to the Eden tab. 2.
Oh.
If you guys want.
oh yeah, there's like an Eden map. Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, that'll be a fun thing to do.
All right.
I don't know where the graveyard is on this map, but I'm sure there is one in the city.
Okay.
It's clearly in that festival district after all, you know.
Where everyone got yoinked. But the first thing I'll do is just the thing I'll do every fucking night, which is sharpen my sword.
Okay.
Which is very simple process. And then immediately afterwards, sheathe the sword and then pray.
Yeah.
If I didn't say it before, I will say it now. When I was trying to go to the graveyard, I was definitely trying to not be seen.
Darn it.
Got his ass.
Mm. Okay. So, yeah, you go to pray. Is there anything specific you're praying for, or?
Not really. It's just more of a giving Oblivion a heads up is just like, I'm getting stronger, and I am also rallying a small army for the cause.
Make a religion check for me.
Say less. 20, not natural.
Okay. I don't know if you have heard the voice of Oblivion at this point.
I have.
But you get a very brief message in your head, just being like, "Good. Strength in numbers is a strength that cannot be matched by many. Continue to get stronger, and your goals will be met with victory." And that's it.
Sick. Lilith smiles after she opens her eyes. Gets like a small cackle, and then slithers away.
Cool.
And that's all my blocks. Let's go.
No.
Who's still got a box left? I think Silmanor is probably definitely. Emil, you've got like one left.
Yeah.
Silmanor took up all your time, unfortunately.
If there's any errands you need me to run, let me know.
No, I don't think so. I was debating on things if I wanted to do, but I'm good.
Just
So-
realized that's-
And
why does Silmanor have no tool proficiencies?
Onipim, I don't think you've actually used any blocks. technically,
I
so-
don't, other than like maybe Onipam studying a map for, you know, like where we're going, like routes and things like that. Other than that, there's Onipam can't train any skills. Can't do anything with like her armor or weapons unless she went to someone else for that. But then that wouldn't be her.
But
Yeah, that wouldn't be her doing anything. So other than like studying the maps, maybe trying to find certain information about a certain battle that took place. I don't remember what the name of it was, but I know it was mentioned in the last Team Arlen session.
Spoilers.
Yeah, hey, that's like that video is gonna be out before this one. Easy, don't worry.
But not spoilers, just what's the word? I don't know.
Cough.
Okay, well, if you're trying to find information on that battle from your dream, can you make an
Mhm.
investigation check for me?
Only Pam can do those. Also, that wasn't a dream; it was a vision. Come on.
Yeah, we did do a
Ooh.
whole spiel on the, I guess, what it
22.
actually was. 22. Wow, you guys rolled good. So where would you like to investigate?
Probably the Dawn Striders like library that they had before. That Onipim was like, man, I'd never read a book from here, and then enjoyed that party. I think Onipim's going back there now to see what the Dawn Striders have about such a thing.
Okay. I would say you might be able to find some related items. Let me go back and check here if we have anything for that.
Like we have
I
anything
believe we might.
in the right format for it. But we can maybe make something or just ad lib.
Oni Pam is taking the time to find out about her past. Bum bum bum.
Oh, the documents aren't in Forge. Oh, right.
We. Yeah, Ethan, you can recount the battle, I guess. But, question for you: did we give him the Army of Kellimbor doc already?
The book for it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'd say maybe you go back and find that book and
Mm-hmm.
probably skim through it a little bit more and maybe find some more information on that specific battle and maybe like what went down. At least
I don't know about
from
that
the
book.
point of
I feel like that book wouldn't focus on that specific battle.
Oh no. 'Cause there's
Maybe
a few
not.
things
And they have
that
a lot of
Oni
books here.
Pam, like, there's key things Oni Pam is looking for, and that is, I believe, Alistair, because he showed up there, and
Yeah, that book would have listed Alistair as one of those Umbral
Mhm.
princes. It also would have some more information on Amelia, just sort of basic description of her and what she was fighting for, blah blah blah. Kind of stuff you already knew. Um, I'd say you go through a couple other history books, and that would be probably more where you would find specific recountings of those past battles. And yeah,
Mhm.
Ethan, if you want to recount once again.
One such book that you find is entitled The Torrid Empire's Last Stand. You open the book, look into it, and you see depictions of a large battle between the army of Sargrim and the royal forces of the Torrid Empire, which had been slapped around a good deal in the War of Sargrim Conquest, and this was their last chance to stop the invasion, where the remaining forces encountered the main army of Sargrim. Amelia personally led this battle, with all of her Umbral princes there. And the Torrid Empire was led by a princess who died in the battle, named Leandra Torrid. There's not that many depictions of the actual battle. It seems like this book specifically was not written by someone who's actually there, just over a understanding of the battle afterwards. So there aren't very many actual details, but there are some pictures that are paintings of various figures. You see a painting of Amelia Sargrim, you see a painting of the Umbral Princes, and you see a painting of Leandra Torrid.
That's Princess Leandra Torrid.
Princess Leandra Torrid, who is Can I hear what you did?
Uh-oh.
Who is dressed in golden green armor, black brown hair, and has a longsword with flowers embroidered and patterned on it.
Oh no.
You instantly recognize this person.
Oh no, Oni Pam is going to probably freeze up there for a good bit. The realization finally crashing down. Oh. Then Oni Pam is going to leave to go buy some perfume.
Okay.
Oh. Well.
Oni Pam, on your way to go shopping, you bump into Sylvie.
Oni Pam's not happy.
Because of
Sylvie?
Sylvie.
No!
Sylvie is the cause.
It was Sylvie the entire time.
Sylvie notices that you're a bit down after reading the book, and just asks like, Oni Pam, it's been a while. What are you up to? You look a little sad.
Man, I really messed up. And then Oni Pam's gonna kind of flop down.
In the middle of the road.
True. Yeah, Oni Pam totally would. I'm not, I guess, who I thought I was.
Who you thought you were? Does that mean you remembered something?
Well, I thought that maybe I remembered something. It all started on our trip to Veerity, and then Oni Pam's gonna explain, leaving out the actual mission and stuff, but the stuff about the dream, and then a certain situation that happened with the disagreement where Oni Pam thought she was the person from what now understands as a dream, and now she's learned that she's not the princess she thought she was. And then ending it with, I did all that thinking that I was someone else.
Sylvie listens very intently to your recounting of your quest and all that you've gone through in the past couple of weeks. And she just listens very politely. And then once you're done, she kind of thinks for a moment. Well, I know who you are. You're my good friend. And to some people, that's all you need to be.
Oni Pam's gonna fly back up. Yeah, you're right. I've still got the glow dragons, and we've got some more missions that we're going on. It's just I didn't expect to
Sorry, my
find
God,
what I was looking for so easily from just a book that was right there in front of me this entire time.
Well, regardless of who you think you may be or who you were in the past, don't let it bother you, and just focus on who you are today.
That's right. I should have been more aware of this. After all, most of my journey has been to be figuring out who I am. I guess I need to make sure that whenever things do happen, or if I start questioning it, I need to just remember what I've still got around me. And not betray the people I know.
Well, why don't we go cheer you up some more? You looked like you're about to head off somewhere. I know some pretty nice shops.
That's perfect. I've got a lot of money coming in from our last quest, so I've got nice things to buy. Like perfume.
Sylvie gives a big smile, takes your hand, and drags you off.
That's about right. As I now go buy some more weird knickknacks that Joe is going to hate having to add into the forge. Wahahaha.
Devious.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Anything else from you, Onipan, in the meantime?
Onipam does want to find Lilith for something.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's right,
Uh,
Lilith.
Yeah, you would be able to find Lilith pretty easily.
That's true. I've been
She's been in the
following
forge
her,
for
making
most of
sure
her time.
exactly. You know, keeping track. Like, up another day at the forge. This is good. All right, there's a pattern developing, and then
While
one day.
she's on break, you manage to catch
Oh
her.
yeah. Oh yeah. Before they just disappear from sight like they have in the past. Just you come, out of the forge, and then Onifan's just like, "Hey, Lilith, do you have a moment?"
Yeah. Do you need something, Onipam?
Yeah, I've seen you've been working hard on something these past few days. Got something in mind?
Currently working on some half plates.
Ooh, armor stuff.
It's not something I'm gonna be able to wear immediately, but I have an idea to make the metal to be lighter.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of like investing in your future journey.
Yeah, that is exactly right.
Well, I thought that since we got done with the mission, and we usually do this with the rest of the glow dragons, since we're not sure exactly when they're coming back from their mission, I thought we'd go and check and see how Landon was doing. Onipam smiles.
Alright, I'm down to do so as long as I get back to my work eventually.
Oh yeah, we'll just check on him a little bit, see how things are keeping up, and who knows, hopefully the rest of the glow dragons can check up on him too, and maybe we might be able to get something else out of it. After all, he did let us use the boat.
That is true.
As Onipam and Lilith go to the docks. That's right, we're bringing back everything from Season 1.
Season 1!
What season are we on now?
This is Season 2, clearly.
Probably two.
Yeah, we're Season 2 getting ready for Season 3.
Yeah, we're on the
One
verge of
ended.
this. Like we're on the wrap-ups of the season. We're like at the season finale of season 2.
Season 1 ended with the big battle with Alistair.
Exactly. So we're on Season 2. But yes, Landon was the fisherman guy that the Glow Dragon saved, and he gave us a whole boat and like a bunch of fishing supplies. So now
I'm surprised you
Right.
guys remember all these names, because I sure don't.
I have it
It's
written
written
down, that's
down.
why.
yeah, it's written down. This guy
Good
is
on you.
he's like kind of important, just a little bit. So, he's got like I think last time we saw him he finally was getting, and back in like before the split and everything, he had like a job now in Eden and he was like working up the ranks. So now we're checking in with him. It's been a month or so, so
Yeah,
let's go see
let's
if
see how far you've
anyone's
grown.
Yeah.
Okay.
good.
You said his name was Landon?
Yep. Landon.
Okay. Yes. Sounds like he's you guys go find him. It looks like he's enjoying himself, enjoying his work. Talking with him, it sounds like he has slowly moved up the ranks. Sounds like the guys at the docks really enjoy his presence, say he's a hard worker, and he's actually moved up the ranks to become a full-time crewmate, I guess. I don't know what, like,
Yo.
dock,
Hmm.
like, tiers of jobs there are.
Fair, fair. Darn, he doesn't have
Becomes
his
a
own
fleet
business
admiral.
yet. True. Man,
Yeah, he is not the imposter.
true.
That's his next promotion.
No. Listen, this is a very important subplot. Landon.
Okay. Well, what would you guys like to talk to Landon about?
Well, that's kind of just it, really, for Onipam.
You
just
just
like
wanted an
checking
update?
in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
just
just
checking
wanted
in
an
with
update.
him, see if he's got his own business, any money we can take from or anything. I mean, see, if he's, moved up in the world, see if he's got, like a new boat. We, talk about our old boat. Maybe see if he can do anything with the boat for when, the rest of the glow dragons show up. And, if they talk to him, maybe we work something out and, just kind of
If we can
business,
go
casual,
from a boat.
that kind of thing. Just nothing like crazy. Maybe telling him a little bit about the mission, leaving out a lot of it, but
I'm like,
you know,
you say a little. I'm like, no, it's gonna be a lot.
yeah. But I mean, other than that, just like, hey, hopefully the other half of the glow dragons, they come back and I check in with you, and maybe we can get something going with our boats and stuff now that you've really settled down in Eden and got some good stuff going.
Yeah. He's been taking good care of your boat. Yeah. I mean, like I said, he seems to be enjoying himself here in Eden. And he actually mentions that he could have a potential job opening sometime in the future.
A job opening in the future. Oh? Maybe.
He just
that
says that
microdevice.
there have been rumors amongst the dock hands. I guess that's what I should have called him first. Of a large sea creature just off the coast of Eden here that has been attacking some vessels.
Well, we do have a mission right now, but depending on how, once again, the other half of the glow dragons, maybe when they get back, hopefully they reach out to you and acknowledge that you exist, and only Pam leaves that bit out, and maybe that could be something for them to do before we get back. Maybe you could talk to the guild and
He says
Oni-
that he needs to figure out more details about it first, but after he talks a bit more with some of the dock hands, gets their opinions on it, as well as maybe talking to like the crew chief on the docks, maybe he can throw together a more concrete mission for those of you who are willing to accept.
Pam's gonna look over at Lilith.
That sounds pretty good, but at this current moment, we can't accept it since we have our own quest. But as soon as we're done with it, and if it's still running amok, we should be able to deal with it when we come back.
That's right. Me and
and
Loth have
he's-
gotten a lot
yeah.
stronger.
And he says it's not of super utmost importance at this moment, but there has been minimal damage to some ships. But if it proves to be any worse in the future, he'll definitely let you guys know.
Sounds like a plan.
Indeed.
Cool.
All right. Well, we've checked in with Landon, so now there's only one of the usual things that Onipam does from over a year ago as well. Time to go back to the guild and ask about house prices. See if
Yeah.
the glow dragons have got any closer to getting that house.
I don't know the situation in the house.
I feel like it was
Once
mentioned
again, we have
once
punted it and
before.
forgotten about it.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like there was like a rough thing mentioned about it, but once again, Onipam will go to check the house, hear that the housing market's a little crazy right now. Be like, next time I get back from this mission, the glow dragons get you.
We do have rules on buying houses now, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say the one document.
Mhm.
Be ready. Once the glow dragons are fully together.
Oh boy.
House.
Yeah, but because the glow dragons will definitely get back together.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's not like anyone's died on that mission or something, you know.
Well,
Off.
Well, no use in doing the same thing. Like, no use in kicking a dead horse. I mean, horse.
I mean, horse. Horse.
what?
Yeah.
Alright, but I think that's all the things that Onipam would kind of like do with Lilith, and just kind of like, hey, thinking of the future. Yippee. So
Yeah,
Lilith will
sure.
probably go back to work.
I mean, we can take a look at the housing document and see maybe what you guys are looking for a little bit more. See if we can find something
Yeah,
that will
probably.
match that.
Probably something to talk to the holy glow dragons about too. So
Yeah, still not
yeah.
exactly clear exactly what you're looking for, but there are things available for sure.
That's true.
More of
Plus,
a range, and you can build something.
could be that Onipem's like also the only one thinking about it, but
You're definitely not.
when
Brand
they all
feels
get
like the
back
other
together.
person. What?
That sounds like him. Alright. But I think the one last thing that Onipam would do is probably go and find Skeena. Because, you know, it's been a bit.
Yeah, you can go find Cena.
So you can be like, "What
She
kind of
is
things?"
currently at the Dawn Striders when you go to look for her. She is kind of just sitting down having some breakfast. You find her kind of in the morning, and as you approach, she just says, "Oh, hi, Oni Pam."
Hey there, Sina. It's been a bit since I'd last seen you. Since all that stuff happened in Veerity.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Well, I've figured out that I was definitely wrong about who I thought I was. Pam's gonna mention about her reading the book and such. Figuring out the princess, who they truly are.
So you think you're vision or dream had something to do with that?
Well, from what I gathered from, well, the experience and from what I've already been reading on, it does seem like that, it wasn't me, but someone else that I was kind of seeing their past. But, with the past in mind, was told I'd be better looking into the future and planning for things that are happening now. I was wondering what you'd be up to now that we're back.
Oh, well, as of right now, I'm kind of just waiting for the rest of my party to get back from their mission. I probably won't be joining you guys on your trip to Sargrim. As much as I've enjoyed our time together, I don't think I can bear to go to such a
Be
dangerous
with you
place
guys
such as
anymore.
that.
Yeah, I understand. Those guys must have been really hard to work with. But I've appreciated your company and your support for our journey.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine. It was definitely a unique experience, and I think you all are really good people at your core. Whether some of you like to admit it or not is another thing, but from what I could tell, at least, I think you all are pretty stand-up people.
I'm just gonna like process that a little bit. Kind of thinking about some things. You're like, hmm. Well, I'm hoping that with the rest of this quest, maybe I'll be able to share the same opinion as you. But for now, it's kind of like starting a new mission over again, back from the bottom. I wonder if the others feel the same way. Pam kind of ponders.
Well, regardless, I know Mallory will be there to help you guys out this time around, so I think you guys should be alright. And hey,
Actually,
I saw just how strong you guys were back in Veerity, and I think you can handle yourselves.
that's true. I was quite crazy there in that cave. I didn't know I had that strength in me. Wish I had used that for the compass clash. But on the topic of Mallory, the guild master, how much word has spread about that? Of the kind of the situation and well, what happened in Veerity? Is that kind of a thing that everyone seems to know now?
Well, most people at this point are out doing their quests, so I'm sure word really hasn't spread as far as the people who were on that quest. But
Ooh,
I
well,
can keep it a secret for you if you'd like.
oh, I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, we don't need anyone's reputation getting dragged through the mud or anything. Only Pam turning around like, dang it.
I understand. Your secret's safe with me.
Well, hopefully you can enjoy relaxing before the rest of your team gets here. And if you see the rest of the glow dragons, Pam's gonna think, let them know that me and Lilith are doing great, actually.
For sure.
With that, Pam will leave.
Alright. Anyone else?
Silmanor is probably at one point in the. Do you think they hold like lectures in the School of Divine?
Probably.
So maybe like one time I'm like walking through and maybe I see something close to like Gadillion calligraphy and I'm like, ooh, and I'll like kind of step in for that and think, huh, maybe I can, and then start training my training a proficiency in calligraphy supplies.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Fine by me.
Oh, they have
Uh,
free college? That's crazy. Silmanor, absolute Chad.
Yeah, this lesson that you sit in on, I guess they're kind of just going over some like basic words in Gadillion calligraphy. Simple things such as like food items or maybe like colors or numbers. Just your pretty basic stuff.
And I'm just like, okay, how do you, okay, but how do you write out the calligraphy for that symbolizes a platoon maneuver like this?
Oh no!
They're just like, probably.
The teacher and the rest of the class kind of looks at you. I don't think that's what we really teach here. Might be better off going to the School of Warfare if you're looking for battle strategies. In terms of how to write that in calligraphy, she kind of thinks and does her best to draw out the calligraphy symbols. Maybe something like this. And you look and kind of just copy it to the best of your ability.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think there's like, and I'll like flip through Song of Battle. It's just like, do you know what this one means? It's just like, and then kind of like try to figure out maybe put together some of those. It's just for flavor, obviously. No.
Mhm.
That's good
Yeah,
flavor.
she says, if you want to go over some more calligraphy, you can see me after class if you like, and I can write them out to you one-on-one.
Oh, that would be very helpful.
Great. Well, if you don't mind, we should get back to our lecture.
Okay, lemon.
Lemon. Lick.
Cool.
Wild.
Anything else from you, Silmanor?
No, I think that's it for me. Aside from casually walking over to where Emil is working at, just kind of like giving a thumbs up and walking away.
Like Onipam is seeing what Lilith is doing just for like the opportunity to be like, oh, I got you. Oh man, what a coincidence. All right, let's go do this. And Solmanor just like keeps checking, like, done. Okay, keep going. You done yet? Okay, it's getting really close to the time. Almost. Okay, doing good. Just the dynamic.
Nice. Okay. Well, if you guys are out of things to do, I suppose we can move on.
Yeah, I think
So,
I don't know exactly how. I know that like studying maps and stuff, like it does take blocks for like the navigator's tools and the cartography tools. It's like advantage on like survival checks and stuff, but yeah, I can do that just as things are going.
Okay.
So,
Oh, Eric, do you remember if for training tools, if we get anything for nat 20s or no?
I think it's time, but that might have changed.
Yeah, I'll say I know. I think it used to. I don't know if it still does. Give me a second. I don't see anything now.
Nah. Oh well.
Okay. So towards the end of your guys' week here, Mallory calls you all back into the guild just to go over a few things. And yeah, so you guys all file in. He says, welcome back. Hopefully you all have had a good enough rest here back in Eden. Hopefully you've recuperated a bit. But I have some news to share. We have a minor tweak in our plans for traveling to Stargrim. Recently, I received a message from one of our old professors at the School of the Divine, who's living out in Ireland. And he was actually the one to give the quest to the other group.
Onipam is very interested now.
He said something about them needing bodies of some sort. And that they're going to do something over in Agni at a site called The Last Stand.
Alas.
Yeah, Onipam hearing the term "they need bodies," Onipam's gonna no, and then kind of glance over at Emil.
I mean, I guess that's what I said.
That is just like nope.
Needing bodies.
Care
I think
to
he meant
elaborate?
it more as they need reinforcements for something.
Uh-huh. And what is this last stand?
Well, if you look on the map, you can see the Last Stand
Back
is
to the world map.
the Last Stand is over in Western Agni, Southwestern Agni, in the Varua district. Mallory explains that kind of what you heard from Oni Pam's book. It is one of the sites of one of the last battles in the Sargrim War of Conquest.
Uh,
Hmm.
But he said it is on the way to Sargrim, somewhat. So it would just be a slight little detour. Have you guys go there. Have you guys leave from Eden a day early, and then once everything there is wrapped up, you guys can meet him at the border between the Harkin and Varua districts at a border town with Sargrim called, what did you name it, Ethan? Called Ferali. Can put that in your chat. Boop. I know I'm kind of springing this quest on you guys a little last minute here, so as compensation, I will give you each a extra 100 gold. But this is an urgent matter, so I would very much appreciate it if you can lend a hand.
What do you think, crew?
that would be a good way for checking back in with the glow dragons. They're gonna be there as well.
Could be interesting.
Most of
Yes,
it.
Suppose
Plus-
there's no real rush. Alright.
Oni Pam recounting what has happened this week. Yeah, can't say I'm in much of a rush to go there. But yeah, heading over to the last stand, checking in with our teammates.
Great. So I can assume that's a yes?
Yeah.
All right.
Oni Pam nods. Yo, we get an extra gold and they don't. This is gonna be good.
Yeah, Mallory goes and keeps on, kind of just rehashes what the old plan was, saying basically like he's still got stuff to work on for the meantime, but he will meet you guys at the designated location once he's finished with that, and once you guys are done with your stint at Last Stand. And yeah. Any questions?
Oni
he
Pam has
made
a lot
very
of
clear-
questions, but none for him.
He made very clear his trust in Art, who is the old professor at the School of the Divine.
Arr.
You said you're not certain what exactly we're needed for?
Yeah, he didn't really give details. Something about some sort of ritual and maybe needing some help in fighting something off, or just acting as observation, that sort of thing. Extra protection.
As he's like explaining that, Oni Pam's face like changing like a pendulum, like, oh, a ritual, and be like, no, and then like, or observation, and be like, oh, okay, and then like fight something off, and be like, huh, and just cycling through.
So wait, let me get this clear. Are we protecting a ritual, trying to stop a ritual?
You are protecting a ritual. It sounds like Art is performing this ritual.
I see.
Fascinating.
And this is legal? Listen, Onipem has trust issues.
I kind of look over at Onipem with just kind of a what?
I don't think it has anything to do with any of you, but it could potentially have something to do with one of your friends, which is why I'm concerned, and I think you guys would be the best choices for this.
Onipem is also concerned.
No?
Onipem's gonna look at her like link paper and be like, why didn't I give one to Killerbrand? Probably because I can't trust him with it. Huh.
Well, hopefully it goes better than the last ritual we attended. That one wasn't very successful.
Well, if I can trust you guys to keep Art and people at the ritual safe, then we have a deal.
Maybe 100 gold.
When you say 100 gold, does that mean added onto the reward or up front?
It can be upfront.
Oh, d-
Or well, Art is paying the extra 100 gold, so you'll probably receive
Mhm.
it once you get there.
Oh, okay.
Also, we get to be like, all right, so give us the extra 100 gold.
And then we can watch nothing happen and then be on our
Absolutely.
way. There we go.
Give us the 100 gold. All right, cool. You need to. All right, bye. What?
All right. Well, you know what? That doesn't sound bad at all.
Mhm.
And you know what? We could take our boat there.
Can we actually?
Oh,
Yeah,
if you
wait,
look at
wait, hold up.
if you look at it, you go up there, then you go around there. We could either park it in that town, or park it in that town because I'm not leaving the boat anywhere else.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
At the
Seems like a little
intersection.
roundabout way to get there, but
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like that's
Uh,
more roundabout way of doing it.
Yeah.
Does that? I feel like that takes more time.
Oh, true. Yeah, I guess if I was more looking at where our icons are instead of like Eden being right there and it being there. So I'm like, okay, we're all lined up there, so we go through the river. Yeah, we are down there.
There's a note.
I
It's
feel
2
like-
days with horses to get there.
There
Okay.
you go.
There, yeah.
So you
Uh,
would like save like a couple hours, if anything.
It's probably 2 days with the boat and to go to Dorian, and then 1 day to horse.
It's
the last
worse.
It's worse. Yeah.
There you go. All right.
There we go.
See, this is why I'm having Onipem study the maps. You're like, all right, guys, we're not going by boat.
Oh, I don't know if you guys know this. You can. So there's on the left. There's the token controls. You can hit measure distance, which is the third option down.
Mhm.
And you can drag from 2 different places and see the mileage.
I did notice
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing that when he was checking the.
that. Yeah, when I was checking angles, I noticed that there was a distance actually listed. I was like, oh hey, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's neat. World maps just got cool.
They sucked before, but now they're cool.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, Onipem can actually calculate this stuff now. Be like, I just glasses. Well, there we go. And it's a good thing that the Dawnstriders Guild gives horses.
right. It's not like you had to buy them. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Wink.
Do you guys still have the horses?
Yeah, I mean, they
Oh, yeah.
we brought them
Yeah,
back.
We,
think so.
we brought them back.
Okay.
Yeah, horses. I know Onipem
Alright.
didn't get a horse. I remember that. Oh yeah, because we were talking about how the heck Lilith rides a horse.
I could
remember
strangle it.
that.
Like I
remember
strangle it like a
that.
motherfucker.
Exactly. Good stuff.
I don't think we made horses very expensive anyway, so
No.
I'm sure you could just purchase them for cheap. But okay. Any last minute things before we travel?
Why do it for the
I'm
bulls?
going to take a moment to, at some point, maybe after we deliberate, go to the School of the Divine, find my own space, and kind of pray, ask. In my prayers, I'll kind of ask, is there danger? Well, is there something related to the night? Or our order in Last Stand? And I can make a religion check if you want.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nat 1. So, that's 6.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm not cursing.
I was gonna say.
No, you don't get an answer this time.
They
Fair
spit in
enough.
your face.
You shouted
say
it
that.
into the
We'll
void,
hop
but it
to,
turns out that you actually were just yelling it in the church, and you were told to leave.
Oh Lord, no!
That's it for me.
Okay. Yeah. So, you guys pack up all your stuff, and get on the road.
On the road again.
Already.
On the road, trying to decide if I want to have you guys do watches or not. First night, no. We'll say second night, sure. You will do watches.
I'll do first watch, I guess.
I'll do second.
Because we all know Onipam's not doing one. I'll do third.
Yeah, good luck on the third watch too, by the
Yeah.
way. Just be careful. Okay, so how does sneak attacking work? I mean, yeah, good luck.
If anything, you should
Well.
be the one sleeping with one eye open.
Nah, Honey Pam just sleeps.
Oh, should we just when do I get are we still waiting till the end of session to figure out what the beads are?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what does it take to do that? If it's not that much, we could just do it right now.
Okay, just 5 d20 rolls.
Okay, yeah, we can do that right now. Might as well. Just if you want, Brendan.
Yeah, hang on. Okay. What are we doing?
5 d20 rolls. Just let me know the numbers.
Okay. I have exactly 5d20 on my desk right now, so perfect.
Oh,
So
Alright, we got
specific.
9, 6, 6, 3, and 15.
okay. 9, 6, 6. Okay. 2 beads of bless. Oh, well, actually, 3 beads of bless. 1 of cure wounds, 2nd level, and then 1 greater restoration.
I mean, none of those are bad, so. To be fair, none of the spells on there are bad, but.
Oh, and I'm making a little caveat to the watches. It is going to be on the first night.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay, so I forgot who was doing first.
I am
Okay. And you rolled
12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. Lilith, on your watch, you are kind of a bit tired from everything that has happened up until this point. You got yourself kind of off in a daze just thinking about the upcoming quest, what's waiting for you at Last Stand and in Sargrim. And you hear some rustling just outside of your guys' camp. Can I have you make oh, I guess you already made a perception check, right? So you noticed 2 displacer beasts kind of circling your camp.
Oh, fuck.
Hunter's
Uh,
favorite.
well, I'll wake up the rest of the group. Be like, don't be alarmed, but we are being circled right now by Displacer Beast.
Can I try to recall if there's any way to scare off Displacer Beasts, or at least convince them that we're not easy targets?
Make a nature check.
Okay. Okay, 23.
Give me a sec. Ethan, can you send that over? Oh, okay. Uh, okay. mm, Well, with a 23, you know, displacer beasts have like tentacles, and typically that's what they use to attack a lot of times. So targeting those will be good. In terms of warding them off, though, they're pretty territorial, so if you happen to fall into their territory, I don't think they'd really just dart off somewhere if you scare them. They continue to just circle you. They don't really seem to be trying to approach just yet.
Look to the group. We doing this? But does anyone respond?
If they come at us, it's their end.
Alright, well. I'll just kind of innocuously just produce flame. Just hold it in my hand.
Meow.
With the flame in your hand, they begin to sort of like draw closer. Eventually getting about like 15 to 10 feet in front of you.
Huh?
But they're not so they're that close to me, but they're not pouncing yet?
No, they seem to be drawn towards your fire.
Oh,
Aha. Is this normal for displacer beasts with my nature check?
You don't think so.
that might not be a displacer beast.
Do I detect any hostility?
No more than usual.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like they seem like they're acting like animals. Like
Okay. Can I try to make an insight check into whether they see this flame in my hand as like sustenance? Is this prey? Is this awe or something that they're looking toward? Like I'm trying to deduce why this flame is drawing them in, whether it's something they're planning to they
yeah.
want or whatever.
Yeah, you can make an insight check.
Oh, great. Well, that's a 10.
You can't really gauge what their intention is with the flame, but the way they're acting almost looks like a cat or something, like looking at like a toy, you know, as you like hold it out and wave it around a little bit.
Uh-huh. I'll kind of this kind of falls outside the realm of what this spell can do, but can I just like kind of toss it in a direction, just not towards the displacer beast, but just like off to the left a bit.
Produce flame.
Because usually what you can do with it is you can attack with it. I guess that where hurl it at a creature. I suppose. Well, I don't want to start a forest fire, but like, I just like.
Just say you're attacking the ground, this little distance away.
I'm attacking that rock over there.
Yeah. It's like
Yeah,
when you try to use it and miss.
if you're using it as sort of like an attack, then yeah, I would say that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You can throw it over there. You hurl it over, and they kind of watch, and they sort of get drawn toward it, and kind of pull away from the group a little bit.
Huh.
Fascinating.
I kind of
Yeah.
look over. Is our camp? I'm guessing we have a campfire.
Yeah.
So, don't know if it's a good idea, but I'm going to, when they go over there, I'm going to make the flames dim for a minute, so maybe it's hard to see from a distance.
Okay.
After they're drawn over there, what do? They come back? Do they go away?
The flame kind of dies down, the one that you threw, and after that they kind of look over, and they're a little confused.
They got the spirit.
And they like catch you dimming the fire, and they look to get a little bit more hostile as they begin approaching you.
If
Turn it back on.
if I put the flames back on, what happens? Do they lose their hostility, or are they still?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say no at this point. I think they have figured out that you're kind of messing with them.
I launched 2 Eldritch Blasts at one of them.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm almost certain both those hit, but
What'd you roll?
one is a 21 and the other is a 24.
Yes. Both of those hit. Which one are you hitting? Now that we're on the map.
Oh, to look at the map.
Hey, wait a minute. I can't see.
I can't either.
I can't either.
At first, I thought this was like you don't have dark vision, haha, and I was like, huh?
The thing is, I actually do have dark vision.
Forgot about the lighting.
Whoa.
I like that
Right.
one. And for a total of 24 points of force damage.
Okay. He did not very much appreciate that.
Would I be able to get something off before initiative or no?
I mean, yeah, now would be your chance.
Alright,
No, man.
No?
No, there was no warning on that.
that's
Combat
fine.
has started.
Oh, okay.
Say the line, Brendan.
Roll.
Roll what?
I rolled
You
my
know what.
D100.
Roll initiative.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
There it is. Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to play the long game here.
So you want our combat to end sooner?
No, I want this session to just stretch out.
Oh yeah, we have to do the actual like initiatives.
I don't think that's gonna be happening. I guess
Yeah, I was
putting
gonna
in
say.
rituals.
I just like looked at Onipam and I was like, this
It's like,
isn't. Man, and I thought the
Yep.
kazoo was gonna last the night.
Do you want us to put our initiative in the chat or in the character sheet?
You can do both.
There's Dashrooms. Yeah.
Hey Matt, do you want to switch?
You know what? The character sheets are not configured to do that, so don't worry about putting
Yeah.
it forward.
Okay.
Alright.
Sick.
I
was
just
just
looked
like,
in there and I was like,
You
Yep.
wanna switch?
That was-
Yes, I would like to switch.
Alright, Onipam's alertness is going to alert Solmanor,
What am I now?
and you're at 13, so you are just after. Alright.
You guys are already kind of in order.
Nice.
Um.
oh, Ethan,
Yes.
this has nothing to do with D&D, but I was having another of the Mountain Dew Voodoo,
Mhm.
and I think it might be Sweet Tarts.
I could see that.
Yeah,
Oh,
like a Skittles or Sweet Tarts.
guess I've got to go try one right now.
Like, I took a sip of it and I was like, because I was drinking it earlier and I was just like, I think this might be Sweet Tarts.
I don't know. I guess I'll grab another one. A sec. But I guess that would make sense. It's kind of like it's kind of biting, like Sweet Tarts can be.
Yeah, exactly.
I just realized, is it possible to add in your own character? Because Onipam still needs Cider and Templar in case,
Oh,
and the other crystal. Oh boy.
no. Let's just not do that right now.
No, alright, you guys better like one-shot these things. Just duplicate Onipam.
Just have 4 Onipams on the screen.
Exactly. Just be like, that one's the crystal. That one's this one.
One might say 4 too many.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I would say that. I'm just saying one might say that.
One might say that, indeed. Or potentially even more could.
All right. We can start Lilith.
Bam, bam, stab.
I'm sorry, I just blanked out for the last couple minutes. Did anyone get extra action points?
Oh, no.
That's a 23 to hit.
That
You have
hits.
you have disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
It's doing its displacement.
Well, the other one was better, so he survives a natural 20, so
Darn.
fuck me, I guess.
Jared, I rolled a natural 20 and a natural 1 in Elria, so you know.
Heals are around 2 nat 20s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, I'm just saying losing in a 20 on a disadvantage. It's better than rolling in that at 1.
Oh, either way. Right, that's just normal ass shit, because I don't get sneak attack yet. Damn,
I'd
that's
like
so
to remind
shit.
everyone that we are using the new resting rules.
Yeah.
That's 10 piercing damage.
Okay.
And he's also vexed. But that's something for me later. And I will also prepare, I guess. And then end my turn.
Alright.
The displacement ends on him since you've attacked him.
Oh, think the fuck? That is more of a big thing than I thought it was gonna be.
Alright, he will attack twice. Ethan, which one do I use? The plus 14 or the plus 8? For the tentacle.
Sorry, what?
Huh?
Plus 14?
Under the hit DC. Oh, that's it for like saves and stuff. I'd assume.
What
don't-
the
I
fuck you
don't know
mean
what is
plus
happening.
14?
Like everyone looks at
No,
each
it's
other.
a plus 8.
Okay, okay. What is that for then?
I don't know.
I saw that. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Okay.
I
But,
didn't even know you were
okay.
looking at the actions tab. I just always look at features.
Oh, okay. So first attack does a 19 hit.
That's my AC.
So
And
yes.
then, so
Okay.
parry. So it misses.
Okay. And the second one does a 27 hit.
Yeah, okay, no.
Nice.
Alright. We will do 11 piercing damage to you.
Yeah, no, that hurts.
Let's see. Undertale Sugar Bowl.
Hopefully not.
Smile.
That fucking hurt. I am not a barbarian, so I can't just, you know, have that damage.
He'll dash over towards Onipam.
Huh?
we get an opportunity attack?
He has evasion.
Oh, dang.
Well,
Wait,
I tried.
So no. But that'll be it for him.
Cider just be like, meow.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Emil. Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
It's
His illusion pops back up. Or her illusion.
Who knows?
Let's see. I will bonus action cast Hex on the one I already attacked.
okay.
And then I'll shoot 2 more blasts at it. So with disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Yes.
First one would be an 18.
Hits.
Alright. And does the second one also have disadvantage or no?
No.
Okay. Second one is much higher.
Yes. That hits.
So that is 21 points of force damage and 2 points of necrotic damage.
Dang. Minus 21 and what was the
2.
product? 2. Okay. Yeah, he's looking rough.
And then I'll just use the prepare action and I'll just chill where I'm at.
Alright. The other one will come up behind you and attack as well. This time does a 19 hit.
Yep.
Alright. And does, I guess the second one would hit anyway. 17 plus 8, yeah. Okay. First one. Does another 11 piercing damage. And the second attack does 10 piercing damage.
Lovely. Just what I wanted.
And that will be it for him. Silmanar.
Okay. I'll be doing. We'll do a Toll the Dead on the guy that's looking rough. It's a wisdom save.
Okay. Yeah, he failed.
Alright, cool. Let's, That is 8 necrotic damage. For a bonus action, I will guard. And let's see. What's it going to do? Move actions. I'm gonna try predict. I'd use the predict move action just to try and give it disadvantage on the next attack roll it has on the one that's closest. I'm gonna do perception, which is contested by either deception or sleight of hand.
Great. He'll do sleight of hand then.
Okay, that's a 12 for me.
21.
Ah, okay. So that's it for me.
Alright.
Alright, Big Kitty. Oni Pam is going to take out her little crystal icon thing and be like, oh, now you guys messed up. And she's going to throw it kind of like next to all of us, as a hawk kind of crystallizes on top of it. And everyone within 30 feet, which is all of us, has, I believe, advantage on... What's this specific one?
The Hawk the aimbot one?
Yes, Hawk is the aimbot one. So there's that. So, whenever somebody misses, Oni Pam's aimbot activates and they hit instead. And you have advantage on wisdom saves. So, yeah, Oni Pam's gonna throw that down and it's gonna be like boing and get all shiny. And then for Oni Pam's action, she's going to pull out yet another crystal and give it a little shake as a starry little wisp kind of just pews at the greater beast in front of her. As I cast Starry Whispers for a 24.
That's to hit.
To hit, yes.
Yes, that hits.
Alrighty. Thanks. That is an Oni Pam slap of 6 damage as it kind of strikes against the beast, and then it now emits a dim light in a 10-foot radius, and the next attack has advantage against it. On hit. Yep.
Alright.
So that's set up for a certain someone.
It is looking bloodied with that.
It's double advantage for my happy
And
ass.
then, as the move action, Oni Pam's wings are going to flap very quickly as she prepares to dodge.
Okie dokie.
And that's all the points used, actually. Dang, Oni Pam can do things.
Back to Lilith.
Sick.
Kind of sucks he's almost dead.
Move over here. Crack my goddamn fingers. And swing. He's also flanked, so he gets +2, and I get double advantage because of also Vex. But it's not actually double advantage, it's just, an increase on the plus, if I remember correctly. Damn! Ah!
Was it like an 18?
No, I rolled a natural 19, but I don't crit on the 19 anymore.
Oh.
That's why.
Oh no.
FYI, Vex is before the start of your next turn.
Well, then I
Still
still
hits.
have advantage.
Obviously.
Yeah.
He's still advantage.
But let's see if I get a crit. No.
Okay,
Ugh.
but yes, you hit.
All right. See how much. Okay, so these two, this one, and another one. So that's 13 piercing damage.
Okay.
And some of its juices gets onto my blade. And I point towards the
Yummers.
other displacer beast. And the other displacer beast takes 3 necrotic damage.
The other one.
Yep.
Okay. Oh,
And then since that's 2 action points so far, we will also demoralize the other displacer beast. Because why the fuck not? So intimidation check versus his insight check. And how I do it's just with my glowing sword point at him. It's just like, you're next.
you got an 8.
Yeah, that's a 24.
All right, he's
Yes.
demoralized.
He is feared of me.
All
Frightened,
right.
actually, but you know. And that should be it. Pretty good turn.
I was hoping you'd kill it though.
Yeah, I was hoping to, but I didn't. I was like, I was expecting to kill it with just
Mhm.
the sneak attack, but it didn't. It didn't happen. I was just like, well, fuck.
Okay. This displacer beast will strike Oni Pam.
It has disadvantage. Wahaha.
What? Alright, that first one is a 22 to hit.
Oh, that does hit.
Damn.
Second attack. Is a 12 to hit.
That one does not.
Alright. This first attack will do 13 piercing damage to you.
Ow. And this is one of the only times Onipam is not concentrating on something. This is weird. Cider just kind of looks up like meow.
He is very bloodied and is very hard to move right now for him, so he's going to stay
Smiles.
put.
Ah, come on, buddy. Just do a little disengage. It's fine. Smile.
Need to disengage.
I know, but he's not gonna run away.
Okay.
But Emil, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna start by taking 2 slashes at the one in front of me. First one is 20 to hit,
Yes.
and the second is 27 to hit.
Also yes.
That is 8 points of psychic damage and 1 point of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Let's see. And then I will cast Dissonant Whispers on it. So it needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. 13.
That fails. So now it takes 5d6 psychic damage. So that is 21 points of psychic damage.
Dang.
Just meant to
And
run or something.
that's what I'm double checking. Yeah, if available to move, must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you.
Okay. So he'll move 40 feet away.
Opportunity.
Well, I think that counts as forced movement, so
Oh, it is.
I would assume so. Because
They also
it
can't take
has to.
opportunity attacks.
Oh, sure.
Alright.
And then, just give me 1 second.
I kind of wish Oni Pam still had that spell.
What, Dissonant Whispers?
No, some sort of like earthquake kind of spell.
That'll be it. My turn.
Okay. With that attack and having already been frightened by Lilith, this Displacer Beast will take off, run away, leaving his friend. That'll be it.
Alrighty. I'll just do produce flame and lob it at the remaining dude. That is 21 to hit.
How do you want to do this?
I'll say that I try to lob it in an arc so that it hits each of the images, and then have the flame spread out amongst its fur and singe it.
Yeah, so you huck the flame over, and it like kind of bounces, sort of dissipating those after images of it, and it does like the cat thing and like goes up to like pounce at it with its claws, and it gets on its fur and ignites the entire beast, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that was odd.
How dare they interrupt our sleep like that?
Very odd fascination with flame. Felt like they were like strangely infantile. When you
Oh
said
yeah,
like you played around with the flame, DM, you meant like it changed its entire demeanor when I threw it towards it?
Yeah, I don't think it registered that the flame was like hot. It was just sort of drawn to the light of it.
Hmm. That's very bizarre. Sorry, Onipem, what were you saying?
Onipem's just gonna like look away. I wasn't gonna say that if I was asleep when you were doing that, but that does sound really interesting that they were like that.
Thanks for the input. Okay. I mean, it's been a second since we've been in Agni, and we haven't been anywhere near here. Guess we
God,
could
is
ask.
everybody looking?
I'm looking.
All right, here we
Onipem's
go.
got some slashes, but
Listen, if you have free healing that you're not going to really lose, I'll definitely take it.
true.
Well, first I heal myself for 5, and then I heal you for 10.
Cool.
Wow.
Well, it's not. I was hoping to delay this since I didn't have full mastery of it yet, but it should work now. And I'll do Liamon's tiny hut. That way we won't have any other disturbances.
Okay. Yeah, with the tiny hut, I'm gonna say you guys don't need to do the 2 other watches.
Yippee.
Alrighty.
So we can move on to the next day. Next day, you guys finish sort of the last leg of your journey, and you eventually make it to Last Stand on the evening of the 15th.
And
If my forge would work, I could like show you and describe to you what I'm looking at. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so you guys arrived at Last Stand on the evening of the 15th. Here, there's nothing really like special about it. It's more or less just a giant like field with like different like stone like graves or what look to be graves kind of just like scattered all around, not really in any particular like order or I guess any sort of organization to them. There are bits and pieces of like shrapnel, like tattered like really old leather, and just other bits and bobs of clothing and like chunks of like metal and weaponry kind of just strewn about the field. Almost just kind of like if you've ever been to Gettysburg, just like a big giant field with not a lot in it. And yeah, you don't see any sign of the other team yet, so you can only assume that you had beat them there.
Aw, man. Maybe we could get a nice spot ready for when they arrive. A nice little kind of camping area. Maybe not like in there, but after all, they
Even-
mentioned that there might be something we need to scare away or keep away, so it might be best to try to wait for the other team to approach before we find whatever it is.
No harm in gathering info.
What info would you like to gather?
Well, I suppose when we get there, what this ritual is, fully.
Oh, you mean info from the other group?
Well, yeah.
Because even though even if it isn't a group,
You kind of cut out there. What'd you say?
even
Okay,
though
it was
the other
just me.
group isn't here, is the person who the mission's for? Is he here?
Yeah,
No.
Art. Oh,
He.
No. Okay, he's with the other. He's
Yeah,
with the
he
other
would have
group.
most likely been traveling with them.
Okay.
Well, hopefully they're not too far out. Hate to be just stuck waiting here for days on end. I don't know. Let's maybe take a look around, see. Is there like battlements, something we can? Any high ground where I can get a good view of everything here?
Yeah, there's a few like hills kind of surrounding the area, so you kind of head up one of them and just like get a overall glance of the area. At sort of a wider view, you can see more of these like stone graves kind of dot the land. You see a couple of like spots where there's like ruins of maybe like old battlements or like I don't know, old like guard towers that were set up, kind of just scattered in various places. But yeah, no real like organization to anything, like I said earlier.
Well, the worst part is, if the ritual has to take place in a certain location, it means we don't get to pick the most defendable place necessarily. Doesn't look like the most popular place. If I look around, I don't see any other living soul besides us.
No. It is pretty barren. At the top of the hill, though, you can see like the on sort of like off to in the horizon, the tree line of the Reaper's Forest.
Well, at the very least, hopefully whatever this ritual has to do with won't learn anything from there. And if it does, well, it'll take quite a while for them to get from there over to here.
Maybe once the ritual starts, we can kind of position everyone around.
Strikes me as odd, though. Why specifically here? Almost seems like they're trying to resurrect some sort of, or divine something into the past.
And now you're sounding like someone really interesting, giving me a questionable look when I talked about it being legal or not. Starting to think now? Sony Pam kind of floats around Summonor a little bit.
Things can be odd and legal.
I'll make it legal.
That's the funny thing about authority. Legality does not imply morality.
Did you read that one from a book?
Well, it just seems something Varian of Tokage would say. Not one of his direct quotes, mind you.
Well, it definitely seems to fit the moment. Sony Pam kind of flies away a little bit.
Guess all we can do is wait.
And wait you shall, as we will end there.
Wait, question.
What?
It's gonna be a question I know for a fact Ethan's gonna hate me asking. So if I pull out the sword,
No.
what do you mean no?
Come on, buddy.
Thing that was established?
Show us the line.
Come on, what's all about your long lines in the sand?
Oh my god.
I'll just say you pointed off towards the western horizon and you get a pulse. And I'll leave it at that.
Like straight west?
I'm not specifying.
Don't worry, Eric. You get used to things changing and getting retconned and stuff. Don't worry. It happens. Also, I thought you were gonna ask, did we level up?
Oh, did we?
That was a
No.
different question. See, I wanted to ask that before we end a session. But now that the session's actually ending, hey, did we level up?
No.
No. Okay.
Alright.